Hi, this is Russell from Low Fruit Solutions, and today I'm going to be talking about the new features we've released for the Instant Brand Page application for Shopify. We've listened to you, our customers, and what we've done is we've created greater scalability in the application itself for stores with very large inventories. We've added more features. Typically those that we've already done and delivered as part of very custom setups for individual clients that will allow you to do the customization by yourself. We've also made it so that if you change themes, the application will reinstall itself to a degree, so that again it makes it very self-service in that sense. Now these features are immediately available for new customers. They'll get straight away version 2.1. Existing customers will need to make a single change to allow them to use the upgraded templates. And the reason we went for that approach was that way then we wouldn't impact anyone who's already got very happy with their brand page and doesn't need these features or want them, and in which case nothing will change. So for existing customers, I'm just going to show you quickly how we would do this. What you do is you go to your dashboard. First, let's actually have a look at the app. This is a UAT version. So I'm on a UAT, one of our development stores, just to demonstrate this. And I'm just going to run it up, and you can see if you're an existing customer that the interface has changed. Layouts changed because we've had to accommodate a few 4 new individual features. The first is this advanced styling option here, which allows you to change the headers as you will, and I'll demonstrate that very shortly. We've got the ability to remove the text from the images in the brand page itself, so you just have the logos. We have an option here that will scale the images to fit, so where you've got you've uploaded different image sizes and you want them all to be a uniform size, that will change that. And we've added this little feature here, which is to display the brand slider on the brand page itself as an option. It's one of our most requested customization, one of the most requested customization requests, and that is to put the slider on the brand page directly. So by loading up this page as an existing customer, it will copy in the necessary files for you to take advantage of the service. And if you want to change over to the new template, what you would need to do is just go into your online store here, click on Pages, go to the brands page, whatever you've called it, or if you've left it as Our Brand, and you would go down to the template here and you'll see you'll have a new version 0.2. So we'll just save that. So if you're an existing customer, you can change over to the new template this way, and those settings will become available to you. Any new customers, you will only have this option. So I'm just going to go back into the app itself, and let's just see what these settings look like in action. Right. So the first one we'll talk about is the ability to change the brand index styling. Right. So if we go back to the main page, I'm going to click on brands. I'm just going to bring up a demonstration list of all the brands. I've deliberately made the images very large just so I can demonstrate some of the options here. Now the brand index are these little pieces here, right? So you can see that every brand that begins with F, every brand begins with N, and it's obviously sorted alphabetically. Now there may be a requirement, and actually it's quite common that we'll see people want to change something. In this case, what you can do is I'm just going to add the color red. Now the syntax, for those who are not familiar with this, is based on your standard CSS style, and so I'm just adding properties for those, and that's why it is an advanced styling option to know what to put in here. Otherwise just leave it as text, decoration, underline, which is the default, and you don't need to worry about it. But in this case I want to change the color of the index to red, and I may want to do a number of other things, italics, different sizing and so forth, and I'm just going to save that quickly just to demonstrate. Right, and what we'll see now is here we go, all my indexes come up and they've all been changed color. So yeah, you're only limited there by really the CSS style options available to you, which is almost immeasurable. So you can change things as much as you want. Now the brand text, as I sort of mentioned, unchecking this button will remove the brand name here. So if you have all of your brands set to their relative icons or images, and they, obviously brands are recognizable for a reason, then you may not want this text, so we'll just remove that. Now you do have the option to remove the brand images as well. Just to let you know though, if you are uncheck both of these, it'll default to showing text, right? So it will always display something. In this case, what we're going to do is we'll just take the text out, and we then going to also, I just want to demonstrate something, is if you notice here these images, they're all of different size and heights, which can make, if you haven't squared them off individually, makes all the rows disjointed. So we've added this option here where you can scale image to fit. Now this does have the potential to distort images, because obviously if a logo is a long rectangle, we make it a square, it's going to stretch it in places. So I'm just going to save that just so we can see the option. And you can see here now exactly what I was talking about. This ARG has been stretched to fit, right? But all of these are now the same size, including the rectangular LD. So just as you can see in this row, as we set it up for demonstration, everything has now been aligned to the same size, and you can see the brand names no longer exist. So I've taken those out. Now, as I said, the #1 requested customization feature is to display the slider on the brand page. So we can do that now by just clicking on this button. We can also, this was a feature that we added in a while back, but we can also disable the auto scroll on the slider, so it can be a manual scroll. I'll leave it on for now, and I've picked to show 8 brands, and we've got the header text. My personal feeling is if you're going to include it, you might as well take the text out, because it just sort of becomes a bit cluttered. You can always add it back in again. I'm just going to save that, and what we'll see for the brands that we've marked in the brand list as our favorites, they'll now show up in the brand slider in the top. So you can see, very, very straightforward. So for those customers who have a large number of brands, what actually sort of looks quite good is actually if you remove the brand image from the actual page itself, set it up in this manner, and then you can save using the vertical alignment, and allows you to highlight your favorite brands, but also display the sheer width of the number of brands that you have in your store. In this case, this one, we have over 500 that are set up in this particular demonstration, and you can see very quick and simple to set up. You can change, like you can restyle the headers as you wish, and quite easily include this nice little slider. Nothing, just as awareness, nothing has changed within the overall brands list. But now and again you may see a message that says that we are refreshing your list in the background, and that is just part of this ongoing, the changes and efficiencies we've made in the back end, so that you always get a fast and decent app load without being impacted by other clients, etc. So those are the new features that we've added into the Instant Brand page, and we'll be distributing very, very shortly, if not already. Of course, as per usual, if you have any requests or requirements around customization, please feel free to contact us at support@lowfruitsolutions.com. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.